Today I show you how to assemble the IKEA Malm or IKEA Malm bed frame. This is the IKEA Malm in 180 centimeters wide and 200 centimeters long, and it's the biggest size for a bed in IKEA. The Malm, you need a screwdriver and you need a hammer also, a Phillips head screwdriver, and first before that you have to open all the packages and lay them on the ground to see which ones to start with. And you start with these ones, and that part should be on the top. So in my case here, I'm gonna put those holes on the bottom, and this is a bit of a strange thing here. There are no guiding holes, so you have to simply hammer in these feet, sliding feet. You hammer in these sliders, on one in the middle and two on the edges like that, and it has to be more or less in the center. The same on the headboard, and I arranged all the parts I need, and these are the tools provided. And look at this arrow, that's important. This is the most difficult part of this bed assembly, and I start with these screws. They are all the same here. You shouldn't put them too deep. You have to use the tool provided by them, and it shouldn't go too far in but not too much out. So as soon as you start to feel a bit of resistance, you will know it's time to stop tightening it. You use the tool and not a power tool. It's actually very difficult to use a power tool with this, and that's how they should look like. That's the footboard and the headboard.
For the small ones, put them on the edge, top holes and middle hole. Not the big one, the small one.
You should use the smaller size, and they need to be hammered in. You need to install these on all four sides of the side rails of the bed, of the Malm bed, and that's how they should look like.
This is the second one. It doesn't seem to be any front and bottom. They are all the same. They're the sides and this one.
You have the metal pieces installed on the headboard, and then you have the wooden parts installed on the side rail. Make sure the arrow here is pointing towards the headboard. That's very important. Also, another tip, you should install these on the side rail before you install them on the headboard. Don't ask me how I know that. And when you tighten them, you should see that the headboard and the sideboard, they come closer together as you tighten it. You will hand tighten it really well, but not using any tool or anything like that. So you do the same with the footboard, and it's ideally if you have a way to support one of the sides of the side rails, that would be better, so it's not hanging out in the air, or you have someone to help you. But you can do this alone. I did this alone. The next step is to use the bigger wooden dowels, and they go in the holes on the headboard like that. And then you have these screws that you will actually screw in to the full size of the headboard, the second part. Those are the screws, and these ones, they will tighten easier than the ones that connect the side rails, the sideboards, and they should look something like that. You will use these two dowels there as a guide with the holes on the headboard to know how it should be positioned. And now you have to tighten all those screws. You have this kind of plastic part that is it's a way to stabilize this screw, and also I guess it's a way to ensure you're not over tightening it. Place the nut over the screw and start tightening it slowly so it's starting to go, and then you can use the tool provided by IKEA to tighten it all the way. If you start feeling that it's clicking, then it's ready. Also, the headboard should go closer to the bed frame.
Adjusting the bed height. So you have these holes here, higher and lower for the rail. It can be higher like this, it can be also lower like this. I prefer higher.
I installed the IKEA Valevag mattress in this bed on the higher rail position, and to me it looks great. I guess if you have a really tall mattress and you want it to not to be too high, you can use those, but I don't know why you would want to use the lower rail. Maybe in case if the top rail is damaged in some way. Here you would normally use a screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, but I use the power tool. I use this drill with a screwdriver attachment, so it's faster. It's gonna be much easier to use a power tool than to use a screwdriver. It's really much easier. But some of the screws in the IKEA bed frame, they're made so you cannot use the power tool, I guess on purpose, so that you don't over tighten them.
The placement of this on here or here, it depends where you put the rail, if it's top or bottom. So I will put on the top.
This part, I'm not so sure if it's very stable. It doesn't seem to be much. I mean, it's only 2 screws it's sitting on. I don't know why they only put 2 screws like that, but I guess there must be a good reason for it. Maybe there were 3 screws and I should have used 3, I don't know. But it doesn't feel like this is good enough, and sometimes I had to use the higher position for the power, for the torque on the screwdriver, on the drill. Yeah, try not to over tighten those screws, and these metal ones, they're a bit difficult to tighten, especially with the manual screwdriver. For these adjusters, the metal rods here, the drill was really useful, and the screw goes on top but the rails go under. This is very important. They all go under so that the mattress is not bothered in any way by those attachments. And once you're finished there, you put 1 screw in the middle. These are adjustable and then they become fixed to hold the shape of the bed. This is the whole point here.
Screw there under, screw there under, screw there under everyone, all the screws under, like that. Then screws in the middle, middle, and middle. Next step is the beam.
When you buy the IKEA Malm bed, you have to buy this separate. You have to take this from a separate section. So you have the Malm bed with 2 packages, but this is a separate item together with the slatted base. So this is a metal frame, the beam that goes across the middle of the bed, the IKEA Malm bed, and that's for stability, also to have a support for the base of the mattress to hold the mattress in place. These screws and the plastic attachments, they are for the slatted base that will attach to the bed, that will hold the support for the mattress. The support of the mattress will change depending on which model of the bed you have. This is the 180 size, so there will be two support rails. It's basically pieces of wood tied together with a cloth. And this, I tighten them with the screwdriver manually to make sure they are the same. And I do the same for all of them, all the corners. I use the Luroy slatted base for the bed, for the mattress. And they, as you see, they hold on to those attachments, the plastic attachments I installed earlier. Those bits are there to keep the slatted base, the slatted mattress base in place. You can also use drawers here for mount. You can use drawers there. And here I show you a close-up of how they should look like. All the slatted base, they are in place and they are not moving. If it happens that they fall out, that might happen. You can use other models of the IKEA slatted bases. They have a few other models which are more solid but also more expensive. For me, these ones are pretty good, and I hope this helps you assemble the IKEA Malm bed. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.